I'm Pern.
And I'm Dave.
Welcome to the show, where we talk about everything from movies, music, sports, and TV.
And stories from the rest of our lives.
Things we don't talk about are politics and religion.
And this is how we all stay friends.
Okay, let's talk. We are back after another week off that was actually not a scheduled week off. It was kind of a rough week last week for myself personally and a lot of people in the DC area. The unfortunate collision of the commercial plane and the Black Hawk military plane on a training mission. It affected all of us in this area and me personally, because I had a friend on that flight with his wife and his two children.
Right.
So it's been, last week was just not I got to be honest. People ask me, they're like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not. I'm really rattled by this one because it was somebody that was a friend of mine, a teammate. I played hockey with him. We won championships together in adult league. He was always there every day when I walked in the rink because his daughters were figure skaters. He's somebody that I've known for 10 years and will not be forgotten anytime soon. He was just, a hell of a person and a great friend. And it's hard to, with that kind of loss to, and it was so unexpected, so quick. I mean, I don't want to get into details about, the flight and all that stuff, but right. It's been a very emotional week for me. And
well, you sent me the tribute to, the
teams did on ice the other night. Both of his teams last night and the night before, he played on two different teams that I played with him on those teams as well. And he, we did a moment of silence for him before each game. And so it was very nice. It was very therapeutic, especially Sunday night when, the team that he currently plays on, which is one of my teams, he, the whole team came in early. His brother from out of town came in, his sister, one of his cousins, his sister-in-law, they were all there to meet the team and on Sunday night. And it was just so special for all of us to, bond, people that we hadn't met and they hadn't met us. And like, just, we're like the extended, his hockey family. And, they got to meet us and they were just like absolutely overwhelmed. And they were just so appreciative of everything that, we've done, and we were appreciative. It was just a huge love fest. To be honest, it was very therapeutic.
Outpouring at the rink.
There is. We've had a ton of the flower table is just like 4 tables deep, and it's been absolutely insane. I pushing through. I'm still not feeling 100% great, but I've always been an open book and honest about myself and feelings and that, and we've still got a show to do because we've got listeners who do listen to us, and we are so thankful for you, our listeners.
We appreciate
it. So we took last week off. We're back at it. I'm still a little off, but I'm going to let Dave drive the show a little bit.
We'll
tonight,
see if we can be a little more regular.
Right. I don't know if I'll have my inappropriate witty one-liners like I normally do, but we'll see what happens.
We'll work up to it.
We also have our my son is with us.
Yes.
My oldest son. He is back for part 2 of our root beer taste test, if I get to speak. Test. London, say hi.
Hello.
So London's here. He's sitting in with us for the beginning of the show. We're going to get right into the taste test in a few minutes. Dave is we're gonna go to Dave's Dave's corner. We're gonna go Dave's corner real quick, and then come back to the taste test.
You've got chores to do, so you get to opening because you're gonna be opening beers this whole time.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna start opening the root beers while Dave's talking.
Well, so everyone's been sick at the house, and I could have sworn I was gonna be next. Didn't happen, thank goodness. But through all of these last 2 weeks, it's been. The first week before, it was crazy cold. Like the temperature dropped and everything.
The lows
like that.
At night were like at 0.
Oh, it was insane.
Yeah.
So
my ice pod froze.
Oh yeah, you should.
It froze, and my chiller, it froze a pipe in it and it burst. So my chiller's not working. So I have to open it up and fix the whole. There's a burst pipe in the chiller. So my ice pod totally froze.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
But the greenhouse has a heater in it, and it was chugging along, no problem. But then the below zero temperatures with the wind chills and everything, it couldn't keep up, and it fried the electrical inside. And freaked out the computer system that controlled the temperature gauge because it was just running nonstop over and over. And even though it was 0 degrees outside, the inside of the greenhouse got to like 30 something or 40 overnight. So it was doing everything it could to stay up. Sounds like I'm in a bar.
It is. It is. I'm opening all these bottles of root beer.
Everything in the background, the clattering of glasses. Clink. Yes. Love it. But we did lose the heater overnight one night, and the temperature in the greenhouse dropped to like 20 something, and everything inside just went limp. Everything went mushy. We had a huge giant aloe plant, and it was just squishy. It was weird. It was just the whole inside of it. Yeah.
So did any of it survive, or did they?
Nothing survived. No. And we were talking orchids, a bunch of herbs, Lisa's fruit trees, all gone. And it's just been like, ugh. So now we have to shovel all of that out and throw away all the, I guess, get rid of all the dead stuff, and then turn around and try to see if we can't get a dedicated electrical system in there, because the only way those heaters are going to work is if we put in a dedicated line just for the heater itself, because they run at 1500 watts, and it was just frying the system. And it just could not keep up, because it kept running, only one isn't going to cut it. And since I can't hook two up to it without blowing the circuit, I'm going to have to get an electrician in, and we're going to have to figure it out.
You and your greenhouse problems.
I know, whole greenhouse. Gosh. And we did go to a wine dinner. It was Wild Game Night, which was some interesting.
I don't know if I want to hear about this. Wild Game Night.
Wild Game Night. They started with quail, like actual quail. We had a couple of pieces of quail, which was weird. Rabbit. Was a nice delicacy on that one.
Rabbit.
Bison was on the list.
I think I would have passed on this week's. This month's dinner.
It was not spectacular. The bison actually we've had before, and it's pretty good. It's not that bad.
I've actually had bison before. Yeah, it's not
crazy over the top like a rabbit would, or elk, which was another one.
Oh, they had elk
on it. Yeah, elk, and then there was a dessert. But
see, this is what you miss, London.
It wasn't horrible, but it was it was okay. It wasn't spectacular.
Okay, I've got the first two open.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so the first one,
jumping right into the root beer.
Right in. So that was the first one. So the first one, we're going with literally, no pun intended, the bottom of the barrel.
Okay.
We are going with the, as I just hit my mic.
There it is. We were warning.
Cheers. Cheers, everyone. This is the Great Value Walmart brand root beer. Okay. So this one literally is the bottom of the barrel. This is probably like the cheapest root beer you could humanly ever find.
Right.
It's the little can. So you guys go ahead and take a drink and tell me what you think of it off the bat. I took these right out of the fridge, so they should still be cold.
Ooh.
Is it too sugary?
It's not. I don't think it's sugary enough for that. It's got a lot of bite to it.
Really? London?
Bland is an overstatement.
Right?
Bland is an overstatement. Okay, let me try it. Well, you guys.
It's trying to be too I guess, earthy. I can't explain it.
It doesn't taste right.
Yeah. Well, we've had
the aftertaste on it is very, there's something
chemically
kind of stinky there. Yeah.
Probably not as many natural ingredients as we think on these things.
Probably not.
On this one anyway.
Okay, so we're all going thumbs down on the Great Value root beer.
Yeah, we can avoid that unless there's just nothing else you can buy.
Yes, unless you're so desperate for a root beer
there's got to be others though.
Yeah, I'm sure there's. Yeah,
I'm sure there's something on
I'll
sale
take that
somewhere.
one back from you, Dave.
Oh my God, I still have some in it. Do you want me to finish it, or
you're going to have plenty coming?
Oh, okay. I'm not. It's not that I'm thirsty. I didn't want you to have to deal with
number one. You finished
throwing out.
London, you finished number one.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're number one. Okay, perfect.
Okay, number one's done. Number two is a brewery that's now in Maryland. They used to be actually in Ashburn, Virginia.
Oh, okay.
And it's Dominion Brewery.
Oh.
And they did beer and root beers. And this is their root beer.
Where are they?
They are in somewhere near Baltimore. Hold on.
And they're in Maryland, but they're of Dominion. Wasn't it the Old Dominion root beer? Like
exactly.
A Virginia thing was Old Dominion.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're in Baltimore, Maryland now.
That's weird.
But yeah, it was Virginia.
They shouldn't be able to sell it.
Yeah. And so the Dominion root beer is made with real honey also. So it should be. Go ahead and take a.
Yep, already done.
Okay.
Oh! It tastes like plastic.
Better.
Oh! It tastes plasticky.
What do you think?
It's not.
Right?
It's not good.
Oh
no!
Really?
No, there's something wrong with that one. I don't remember it being like this. And the aftertaste.
No, see, I remember this being the Old Dominion.
Really?
Like I didn't think it was bad, but
oh no.
I don't know if this is better or worse than the Brave Value.
The regular one.
Really?
I know. I would say that the generic one was better
You guys
than
are
this
harsh.
one. Oh no,
Yeah.
I think
this one tastes too thick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm not getting any kind of actual sweetness in it.
Okay. Interesting. All right, I'm pouring the next one.
Oh yeah, pour this
So
one out.
we're gonna go. Then Dave, we're gonna go old school here without one of our old go-tos.
Oh,
You know what this is?
Oh, it's the IBC.
It's the IBC. It's the IBC. Here you go, London.
Oh
Right,
yeah.
Dave, swap out.
I'd be interested to see what he thinks of this one because it's an interesting. That's an interesting brew on that one.
Yeah. So this is the IBC, which was Dave and I's go-to for years. Like when we would get together and watch football on Sundays, we don't drink beer, so we would sit and drink
Just
root beers.
Oh my God,
out of the glass, and we would
a couple.
And in a previous
12, I guess.
Yeah, and in a previous
just rattle in the bottles.
podcast, you talked about how IBCs got really expensive.
Oh my God!
I got the 4-pack for $4.98.
Really?
Yeah. Which
I remember them being like $6.99.
I thought at one point they went up to like $9.99
Oh, really?
for like a 6-pack. But then
Well,
the 4-pack
the model
was
probably just wasn't keeping up with it.
I don't know. So I got the 4-pack for $4.98.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, that's
okay.
That's not terrible. Yeah.
And again, the A&W and the Hires and all those other guys are rattling. Those actually have a lot more sweet to this. This one doesn't have that kind of sweet
This one doesn't
it.
have the sweetness to it, and it's
Yeah,
a
I do
little
like
more
it, though.
fizzy.
Yeah, it does bring back some
It
memories.
does have some fizzy. Yes, and there's definitely memory, throwback. So, London, what are your thoughts on the IBC?
I like it. I'm not good at describing food, but and food and drink, but like
Who brought this guy?
No, I know.
Who brought him on the show?
You're our
You
critic.
brought
You're
me.
our
Who
food
wait.
critic. Come on. Oh. You're
Go
our
ahead,
guest
go ahead.
food critic.
Go ahead.
it has like more character than like normal A&W.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think it tastes a little fizzier, but somehow a little flatter in the taste. Like there doesn't have the sugar punch like the other one.
When was the last time you had an IBC though?
Oh, I had one of these last week when I got them.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, I've gone through all of them. Well, no, I haven't tasted.
Well, see, I haven't had one since we've had one.
Okay.
So
Did you finish that? Okay.
my generic root beer tasting has always been A&W or Mug at this point. So and those are crazy sweeter than these are. And these seem to be a lot more on the hinge of actual root beer, like what I would think root beer should be or would have been, only because we grew up with this one.
Right. Okay, so we're going to go to Stewart's now, which was on the list. I don't remember where it was on that list, but here, hold on. I'm going to switch cups. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you finished
Oh, God,
that one.
yes. Oh,
Dave
yeah,
finished
that was a good one.
He keeps handing me back cups with like a sip in left. I'm like, will you fucking finish the cup so I can stack the cups?
Oh, it's that generic one, though. That was really bad.
The Walmart special.
Which one? This one?
This is Stewart's. And Stewart's has been around a long time, and they do like cream soda and all the here.
Oh, they have an orange soda too, don't they? Or an orange cream? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I knew as soon as you saw the logo, you would know that. You would be like, okay,
I got that one.
All right. So London, thoughts?
This one's good. I like this one.
Oh, really? You're
I like
Stewart's
it.
fan?
I
Okay,
like this.
I haven't taken a swig yet, Dave. Go for it.
Yeah. So I'm kind of on this one being more like the Dominion one, where it's a little like, I don't know. I'm not really getting a flavor of the root beer on this one. Too much carbonation.
Now that I go back to the Dominion one, the Dominion one tastes like root beer cough syrup.
Yeah, right? Yes, there we go.
That's what it tastes like.
Yeah, root beer flavored cough syrup,
I took the swig
right?
of the Stewart's and then went back to the Dominion real quick, and it was like, the Dominion tastes like a root beer flavored cough syrup.
Yes, yeah, I would.
The Stewart's is not bad though.
It's not bad. It's not bad. I guess my tastes have changed as far as root beer, and I'm seriously the other ones are so much better than this one than these, and even the IBC. It was nostalgic to drink that one, but I don't know. There's something about them.
One of the ones on the list I had never heard of was Sprecher's, and so we're gonna go Sprecher's next.
Okay,
which is number 5. Here, give me your cup.
And that one's empty that time.
Okay. Oh, hey, you finished that one too.
Yeah, you just berated me on
exactly your cup
national podcast.
Finish your root beer.
International podcast.
Okay, so this is Sprecher's. I'd never heard of this, and I think it's from like Wisconsin or something.
Oh, okay.
Or I don't know. I walked into Walmart the other day and went down the soda aisle to go get something else. And then I just saw it on the shelf and I'm like, I've never seen that before, or at least the can was never that memorable for me to go like, oh, that looks, whatever. So Sprecher's was on the list of the original top like 11 or 12.
Right.
And I think it was like number 4 or something.
Interesting.
So
so this is kind of like the IPA of root beer.
I guess so, because it's like it looks like it's one of those like IPA special cans where they they label them themselves and the assembly line
yes.
Yeah. Okay. So here's your Sprechers. Sprechers. It's a very Germany looking logo on it. Looks like the old Lowenbrau logo.
Right.
Lowenbrau
The
beer.
eagle,
the eagle on the crest.
Right.
Okay. So what do you guys think?
Oh,
that's a good
tastes old.
Yes.
It tastes old.
It has like a brewed.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like it's been sitting for a while because they didn't release it yet. Like this is the 2010 of root beer.
Yeah.
But it's not that it's flat. It's just not alive.
It doesn't have a kick.
It doesn't have it. Yeah. Like you don't get that. Well, yeah, root beer has that traditional kind of, I guess, bite at the end, and it's just not there.
I mean, it clearly says on it, it's non-alcoholic, but it's like they tried to make a root beer that tastes like a brewed beer, but it's non-alcoholic, but it's
Is that what beer tastes like?
No.
Okay.
But I mean, that's the whole, the difference I think we're seeing in that flavor and like the punch. And like I said, I think London, you said that right, that it just tastes old.
All right, hold on. This isn't about the taste, but do the bubbles kind of look greenish to you, or is that the light?
I don't know. I drank mine.
I don't know. Dave finished his.
It looked like
more.
Dave finished his.
Look at my mouth. No, it's
How much root beer have you had? Oh my gosh! Well, luckily we're up to the 6th one. We tried to get through these as fast as possible because we had 4 last time, and I think we went a little too long. So that's why I tried to pre-open, pre-pour.
No, you're doing good.
Get ready. So this is number 6, and it would help if I talked towards the microphone as well.
No, yeah, you're good. You're picking up on mine too. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Yeah, there we go.
This is the one London was really, really looking forward to trying.
Okay.
This is the Virgils, which we had the Virgils in the last taste test, but it was the nutmeg holiday version.
Right.
Or something. Stick your hand out.
Oh, got it.
Okay. So this is the original Virgils root beer. Like the one we had was a specialty one that I didn't realize was a specialty one at the time.
Oh my God.
No.
Oh, glad.
Really?
Oh my God. No.
You don't like that?
No.
I haven't even taken a drink yet.
Oh my God. That's actually really bad.
Thank you.
That's horrible.
Yes. Oh my God.
I don't know.
That doesn't even taste root beer.
It
yes.
tastes soapy.
That is exactly what that is. There is something wrong with that one.
It does taste like root beer soap. Like if root beer had a flavored soap, or a scented soap.
Right.
This is what it would taste like if you ate that.
It tastes like the root beer dumbbell or the Dum Dum Pops.
It also has pure cane sugar. So I know that pure cane sugar will kill a lot of the fizz to it. Even though it is carbonated, the cane sugar will kill the fizz.
Yeah,
and I think that's what's happened. So but it's like, if you had a bar of root beer scented soap and this is what it would taste like.
This one. Sorry. You're going to have to pour that one out. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't hate it. It is different, but oh my God, I thought Dave was going to throw up on the mic over there.
God,
I was like, what the hell?
I had to swallow that. That was awful.
It's like, oh my God.
Blah.
Pern and sour cream. Blah, blah. Pern and sour cream. Blah.
Well, that's funny.
That's how my reaction was.
Okay, that's funny because I have a taste test.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let's wrap this up first.
Are you done?
Hold on, let's wrap this.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
So out of these 6,
yes,
was the Stewart's your favorite, London? You think it was the favorite?
Between the Stewart's and the IBC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Let me go back to the IBC real quick. Hold on.
Ugh. Oh, I wish I had some.
The IBC definitely has the nostalgia. As soon as I taste it, it's like,
right. Ugh. God, that one was bad. Oh my gosh, I'm still tasting it.
Yeah, I think the Stewart's one might be out of this group. Might be the front runner.
Right.
So I mean,
it would be interesting to take our number 1 from the previous, and then
which
this
for you was Mug, and for me was A&W.
Right.
And you was it A&W also to London?
It was AMW, I think.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I did like the Virgils from last time. The Virgils was really good.
The holiday one.
Yeah, the holiday nutmeg one, because we were like,
different.
wow, we'd like to try the original, because it was like, ooh, this is
Man, that was a
yeah, I
mistake.
agree with you, and it was not. Yeah. So okay, so we need
Totally
to
different.
now need to put Stewart's against Mug and A&W.
It seems like that's a go. Right?
Okay, and then
Yeah,
I
Super
didn't
Bowl
turn
of,
this. Yeah, I didn't know this was turning into like a bracket
No,
challenge.
I'm just saying.
I like
well, we didn't really have them side by side, so it's kind of tough. But they were distinct, different root beers, though, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you can kind of say Stewart's was definitely a different brewed version of a root beer than the A&W or Mug is going to be.
And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I'm about to throw up right now from root beer.
It was like one sip each,
I know
though.
we
It
didn't
wasn't
have
like
like
a
we
lot.
didn't like finish. I'm just like all of a sudden I was like, wow, that was 6 different root beers, and I'm just
Maybe it's because of that last one. Ooh, that Virgil.
oh, it wasn't that bad.
Oh my god,
it wasn't
was.
that bad.
I
Oh
think
my
I'm
god,
I'm with Dave on this one. It was pretty bad.
okay,
Yeah, it's all that soap
fine.
you just put in your system.
So in a couple weeks, we're not going to do it next week, but in a couple weeks we'll put Stewart's against A&W and Mug.
Yes,
Those will be our top 3. They made it to the top 3 bracket unintentionally, and we'll we'll do another one to do the final
side by side comparison as opposed
side by
to
side
the,
and see
two-parter.
maybe see if something changes for us. But wow, the Stewart's was a unexpected surprise.
So you
I
would
think.
buy that one again?
Stewart's?
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm always buying A&W.
Oh, right.
So
Is that true? Well, see, then that it's almost like a bias, then, right?
well, we have our favorites. You like Mug, and you worked for A&W, so you threw them under the bus.
Well, that was a
And then-
different version. I don't think it tasted the same as when I worked.
Well,
there,
it's
though.
definitely not the same version now
Plus,
because
right
they don't
out of
cook
the-
it with the sassafras or
Well,
whatever.
also in a
That causes
can is
cancer.
different than off the soda fountain.
Yeah. Yes, definitely. The fountain tastes different.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have it. Dave brought in a taste test too. So this
Yep,
is
let
actually
me rattle my
surprise part
cages
2
here.
taste test. And Dave's going to open the bag of goodies
Yes,
because he brought us.
So one I saw
In London, you're in on this too, by the way.
I was
so.
not informed on this.
Okay,
I
well
did-
you're in on
well,
this.
there you go.
You're
All
in
right,
now.
it's
You
all
are
good.
in too deep.
Trust
you are
me.
in
This
on this.
was a surprise to me.
This is
Yeah,
it.
there
You're
we
in.
go.
You're in. Here we go. Okay, what do you got?
I saw this as one of my news stories, and it was a news story associated with a new Lay's flavor. And I don't know if you've already know what this one is. It's all dressed up. Now, I've never heard of this before, but it is
weird that chip companies are doing all these different weird flavors, but yeah.
right. I think they're just trying to find different markets that just kick off that they can just throw things at. And there's all these different flavors overseas and in different countries. So they definitely have those flavors overlapping now. And this is one of them. It's
And there's
called
no sour
All
cream in there.
Dressed. That is a lie. That's why I didn't think he would do it, because it is barbecue,
Okay.
sour cream,
Ugh.
and cheddar and onion, and there's a whole crap load of them
I
in
will
here.
try it.
That
I
sounds
will try
horrid.
it. I know.
I
I'll
know,
try it.
right?
Well,
Okay,
open the
so
bag.
I'm
Open the
trying-
bag. What are we
I'm trying
waiting
to get you-
for?
Oh, okay. Oh my God.
Jesus, you taking it out to dinner and a movie
it's
first? Let's get on with
sour
it.
cream and onion, salt and vinegar, and barbecue, all wrapped
Okay,
into one
yeah,
freaking
great.
chip.
Let's get it over with.
And this is a Canadian flavor favorite.
And I'm going to wash it down with the Virgil's.
You're going to need something because. Okay, let me just. Okay, those just smell like regular fucking potato chips, but.
Oh, they do smell like just
Right?
Okay.
It's just regular, like every flavor's, canceling itself out.
Okay, I'm taking a good sized chip,
Yes.
showing everyone
I
this is
see
a
it.
decent
that is
sized
a
chip.
giant chip. I don't see a lot of flavor on that one. Though,
Oh, stop.
I got a large.
there it is. Well, yeah, they come.
Oh,
in,
mine's about the same.
that one's been in my house for a week now because we were supposed
so
to.
they've
do
already
it
gone
last
bad?
week. No,
Oh.
I'm just saying that they've been there uncrushed. I'm surprised that they came out.
Are you
and
having
you
one?
haven't found. Yeah, I'm having one
Okay.
right now.
All right, well,
Mine now.
let me-
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, because I'm telling you right now, the flavors. If you can distinctly taste the different flavors, I'd be surprised. It seems like they're all kind of thrown together.
They all just all thrown together.
Yeah, right. Like you couldn't even
And-
tell, right? Like, is there anything standing out as
The
a flavor?
barbecue came out first
Okay,
for me.
right? Yeah. Oh, you get
And then I think that's the sour cream, and I'm just
oh,
not.
the sour cream and onion is kind of tough to
my
not
God.
to get away from.
I tasted the barbecue first, and then I tasted the onion. I haven't tasted the sour cream yet. I don't know why.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
So what do you think? Do you like it, Dave?
it's a chip. I'm only getting the barbecue, to be honest. I'm not really.
Wait for the aftertaste to kick in. Oh, here, have some root beer because it'll really bring out the sour cream
Is it
taste.
the awful crap?
It really brings out the sour cream taste. Oh my god!
Really
Follow it up with a root beer chaser.
Wash this down.
Oh my god, London! If you want some more.
Okay, I am getting the sour cream now because I just think that they just kind of had like a mix of all the stuff that they've poured off of all of their other chips they made. And they had this bucket of all the flavors, and they said, "Hey, why don't we just release a hodgepodge of our crap?" And that's exactly what this is.
Because people will buy it. It's shit.
Why not?
Oh
All dressed. We'll just call them all dressed.
I don't think I need to ever try those again.
Official. Yeah, I know.
I tried.
Okay, I don't think that the Lay's executives got in a room and are like, all right, let's make this chip. I think what actually happened is the two trucks crashed in the parking lot and they made this new chip.
They said, oh shit, bag it and sell it.
Right. Someone is overpouring all of the stuff into one container.
Those are not, I'm
not exactly thrilled with that one because I'm not getting sweet, tangy, and savory out of it.
I'm glad it's limited
chip.
time.
Yes. Can we end its time early?
It's not limited time
like right
because
now?
this is Canadian favorite. So it's up in Canada.
Oh, that's a Canadian favorite.
Yeah.
Well, I'm surprised there's no poutine on it.
Gravy.
Yeah. Put some gravy on there and some, I don't. Right, was that it? Was that for the taste test? Oh, you have another one?
I have one other one.
Okay, let's get to it.
And of course, I also had the dog one and the dogs.
Oh, yeah, Dave comes in. Dave comes in. He makes these little things. They look like little cookies with and he said they're pumpkin with blueberry, but they're dog treats.
Yeah.
And he made them. And of course, my three dogs were just like tail wagging, like, oh my gosh, they were just they loved it. So that was cheese. So 3 paws up from my Paw Patrol.
Yeah, mine too. Mine had it. Okay, so Grandma Nancy was able to go out and get Girl Scout cookies.
Yay, Nancy!
And she got regular Thin Mints, of course, and these. And I have never had these before.
Oh, is this one of the new flavors?
Yes, Girl Scout s'mores. This one's the one that's going away.
Oh yeah, I've had the s'mores before.
Yeah, it's not new, but it's discontinued.
This is the last year of the s'mores.
Year of them. So
they're trying
she had gotten one, and we're gonna try it. So let me break it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is
I like
easy.
the Samoas.
Now I'm
the
all
Samoas
covered.
are my favorite. I just the whole coconut and caramel and chocolate.
See,
oh my god, I know.
I know
God, the coconut.
These are strong. No, mine are the tagalongs with the peanut butter.
Oh yeah, the peanut butter.
Peanut butter and chocolate.
London, what do you have a favorite one? Do you like Girl Scout cookies?
I don't think I've ever had like official Girl Scout cookies, but I've had like Thin Mints before.
Right, which are
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you got?
Sorry,
Dave?
I was
All
trying
right,
to not be loud.
That's okay.
There, try. There's
Oh,
one.
I'll
Okay,
pop
now
that
and
one
they
down.
are strong. Like the marshmallow smell on this one is really kind of over the top.
Okay,
So
we're trying ours.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Right? A little overpowering with the flavor, but I think this is so they make a cookie that's the shortbread, and I think these are the shortbread with chocolate and marshmallow in between. That's really all that is. They've kind of excuse that was just burping up.
The bite of chocolate comes in later, which is weird. Because
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of chocolate.
I didn't taste the chocolate right up front, and then like that little aftertaste of chocolate. I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. I mean, I'm not going to miss them. I'm not going to be like, oh my God, let's run out and buy some because they're going away. I mean, it's a cookie and it's sweet and it's good.
I think they're really good. I'd snack on these until I was sick.
Okay, well, I can leave you some.
Yep.
Oh, and the marshmallow, though.
Notice he didn't say he'd leave the bag. He said he'd just leave you some.
Well, I have to bring some of these back because if I didn't bring any of these back, there would have been hell to pay. Yeah, oh no, I don't know about the marshmallow. It's not a traditional marshmallow like would be in a moon pie, right?
Right.
That's this is one of those like powdered sugar marshmallow versions, right?
Yes.
Because it's more of a smear than a puff. Does that make sense? Like, yeah, just as far as
Yes,
consistency.
in the world,
beering,
I was drinking some root beer when you said that.
Yeah, the pause was really
In the world of
Just
marshmallows
concerning.
smearing to poofing, I totally get it.
right. Yeah, because it's kind of like the marshmallow.
Get our marshmallow language cracked here.
So yeah, so I'm going to keep this baking thing going if you guys will eat them.
Oh my gosh!
More than likely, I was
You
going to
made
try.
the Girl Scout cookies. You
I'm going to
baked them?
try to make. The,
Oh, you're going to try to make a
a tag along, a copycat.
Oh, a
tag-along.
tag-along. Okay.
And I might do a copycat Thin Mint.
Well, then you're gonna have to get the originals too, just to
back them up, right?
Here,
Let's put them beside each other. Yeah, grab a couple
cookie.
more. There we go.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's get you all sugared up before.
I'm good
we
right now. I'm
release
good
you.
right now. I can wait. You can put them away. I can wait. You can wait.
You can wait.
Unlike those little chocolate balls you made. Oh my god, I was like, those were so freaking good.
The Oreo
Those are great.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
you tried? You got to try some?
I did.
Oh.
Yeah.
And all three of them bit into them, and they're just like,
Well, I'll keep them coming.
oh, that was so good. That was the reaction. I was looking at like Miles was like, thumbs up. And like,
Right.
Oh my god, this is so good.
Yeah, so well, see, they call for just like regular chocolate chips in those, and I went with the Ghirardelli just because of the flavor of the chocolate on
the
that.
fancy chocolate.
Well, I had it, I guess. So,
Fancy chocolate.
wow. Okay, well, hey, yeah, food.
Something just to tag on to the root beer thing real quick. So I did find out also this past week that A&W cotton candy is coming out soon.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
a cotton candy that tastes. Then it's A&W root beer cotton candy.
Oh, I thought
So
it
are
was
we
like
adding
a root
this to
beer
our
that
taste
tasted
test?
like cotton candy.
When it comes out, if I can find it, we'll get the A&W root beer taste test, and then we'll compare it back to the Virgils and back to. Just kidding.
Oh my, no, please.
Do a cross.
I'm kidding.
Across,
I'm kidding.
yeah.
So the other day when London and I were out, he actually asked a question. He goes, "Hey, I got a question for you and Dave. So would you like to ask that question again to us now? We've now heard it and thought about it. But since we have London here,
Do you have it written down? I forgot it entirely.
you had asked. Well, then also, he had asked me, since Dave and I are like movie people, and we've just been worked in a movie theater, all that fun stuff. He asked us, he goes, "Have you ever seen a movie that you had like really high expectations about, and then when it came out, you saw it and you were just like, like it flopped, it failed, it might have been a piece of shit, but you were like really expecting like a big budget summer movie or something that it just came out and it was just like, oh wow, that was crap." The ones that came to my mind, and I don't know why in this order they came to my mind very quickly. First was the Furiosa, the Mad Max one. I had really high expectations for that, and I watched it and was just, and that was one just last year. I was like, oh. And just didn't, I don't know. So that one, that was one. The Emoji Movie, the cartoon.
That was going to be. Wait, you thought that was going to be good,
Didn't you?
and was bad.
It was one of those first, like when DreamWorks was getting into the animated Pixar-y looking kind of field of movies, and it was one of the first ones. And I was like, okay, cool. Hey, DreamWorks is throwing their hat in the ring, and then like. Because it led off with the whole little poop emoji guy, talking and stuff. I'm like, okay, this should be a fun kids.
That was Patrick Stewart. And when they had Patrick Stewart playing a poop icon, I just,
Come on. So, okay, I thought it would be family funny, and it just completely fell flat.
Okay.
Because it wasn't.
Fair.
Did we watch it in theaters?
I think we did go to the theater and see that when you were real little.
Oh
so,
my gosh, really?
And then this one I watched at home, which is saying in the whole animated realm, is The Good Dinosaur by Pixar.
Oh, yeah.
Never
was
heard
really-
of it.
Yeah, I saved you from it because like I
Yeah,
watched
that
it
was
and
a
was like,
dog.
that was actually probably, I mean, it made money, but it was Pixar's probably first like bomb,
Super bomb.
Yeah, that
oh my
was
gosh,
just
that
like,
really did
because they had hit after hit after hit
I
after
think it
hit
was
after hit after
timing
hit, and
with
then that
that
came out
one,
and it
but-
was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Good Dinosaur. And then one of the latest ones, this was to round out mine real quick, was, do you remember in 2020 when Nomadland got nominated for Best Picture? It was Frances McDormand, who's, married to
Maybe.
one of the Coen brothers. And, she's always in, but yeah, it was basically her following around these people. And she was the character of this. It wasn't a documentary, because I was like, if this was a documentary and it was her following around these people that are just nomads that just like travel around and move from, campsite and campsite or wherever they stop because they're in their RVs and all this stuff, and they just live on, the planet and the earth and all this stuff. She's a character in a movie where she's becoming that type of thing. And I was like, I would have rather seen Frances McDormand make
Play
a
a
documentary where she went out with a film crew and followed these people and interviewed them.
Yes,
I thought
and then-
that would have been a
actually
much
real
more
people, like actually out on the road.
Yeah, because she won the Oscar that year, I think, for Best Actress for that, or it won Best Picture or something. But that was one of those movies like, oh, I really watched it, and then was like, oh, I really wish it was something else. I wished it was something else.
Wow,
Dave. So what was?
Oh yeah. Okay, so I have a really short list because I didn't have a lot of time. Temple of Doom.
Oh, come on,
I thought
man.
going into that, because we saw the first Indiana Jones, but for some strange ass reason,
Really?
it just turned me sideways. It was a different kind of Indiana Jones movie in it being less,
yeah. I mean, it's drastically different from,
tried to be buddy kind of thing, and it kind of didn't pull it
short
off.
round and
that too, but
Dr. Jones.
Yeah, nah. I mean, I got that part of it, but it was the rest of it, and I just
I got you. Well, I told you when I rewatched it last summer, I was like, this isn't holding up well.
There you go.
Like I had very nostalgic, loved, went saw it theaters, blah, blah, and it was just like that. And I rewatched it, I was like, oh,
right,
oh, okay.
And then I don't understand the popularity of these, but the Fast and Furious ones, the movies.
I've only seen 2 of the Fast and the Furious movies. I saw the first one and I saw the Tokyo Drift one, and I was like, no, I'm not watching anymore.
Right. So I was kind of putting it into that aspect of it makes a crap load of money. So obviously someone thinks they're good because they also put it into Universal Studios. It's a ride, for goodness sake.
Because it's that popular, because it's made billions of dollars.
Right. And I'm just like, I don't see it. I mean, I get cars and stuff, but I don't know.
Yeah.
And then the Saw movies. As far as horror movies are concerned, I understand the Saw concept of it.
Yeah.
It just seems like it's overplayed.
I don't know. I liked the first Saw movie because it was like it was more low budgety feel, even though it had Carrey Lewis in it, and
was pretty good as far as that was concerned. But then when they started,
Carrey always, sorry,
so when they kind of keep putting it on top of each other, and it was kind of they're trying to build the lore to it. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think I watched up through Saw 3, and then I stopped watching after that.
Right.
And now they're on what, like Saw 8 or something?
Yeah, or 20.
Yeah. So London, what
did you have any?
What were you going to throw in there? I interrupted you on. Do you remember what you were going to say?
No,
that's fine.
No.
Okay, so then on the other end of the question was, what's something that had super low expectations of, and you went and still watched it and were like, wow, that actually was good or wasn't bad at all? That was like it just like completely opposite for you. Immediately, I thought of Speed with Keanu Reeves. I was like, it's a bomb on a bus. Are you kidding me? They're doing 90 minutes on a bomb on a bus.
But that was the trailer. They didn't want to give away too much, right?
And so, and that was the trailer. And then I go in and see it. I sit down and I watch it, and the first 20 minutes is the whole elevator scene and getting the hostages out and the whole introducing you to the character, this madman, and all the so it was just, and then the last like 10 or 20 minutes was all at the airport, and it was just like, wow, they really spaced it out, broke it up. The whole middle bomb on the bus chase part was the middle 45, 50 minutes. And then, it was just bookended really well. So it was one of those movies I had zero expectation. I'm like, this is going to be so stupid about a bomb on a bus. And it turned out to be, I was like, that's a good, fun summer popcorn movie. Mm-hmm. That was like really, another one that I just thought was going to be flat out stupid and went and saw and laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed was the first Ace Ventura movie.
Really?
Because when I saw the trailer for that, I was like, "Oh, this is going to be so stupid and terrible. This is going to be like a Pauly Shore movie. This is like going to be so bad."
The stuff he does on the television show, on the Fox show,
on oh my God,
Living Color,
Living Color, yeah. Uh-huh. So Ace Ventura, that was one. Low expectations. Thought it was hysterical. Loved it. Wow. Another one I kept putting off and not watching for years. It was always on my list of, I'll get around to it. Everybody says it's good, blah, 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 blah. I just wasn't feeling it. Don't know why. And then when I watched it, was just blown away, was Inception with Leo DiCaprio. With like the multiple layers of.
So it didn't pull you in initially.
No, because they didn't really tell you what it was about, and you didn't really get into it until you started watching it.
Right.
Like, because in the trailer, it was just like, oh, it's like, okay, there's this weird stuff going on. But
and they showed a lot of the CGI stuff, but then no storyline.
Yeah, and you didn't really know what it was, and then so
you were just supposed to watch it because it was Leo DiCaprio. That's why.
Exactly, and I'm just not the biggest Leo DiCaprio fan, so it was like I said, it was on my watch list. I got to, but when I got to it, I was like, oh wow, that was really that was like very cool.
Yeah, the storyline was pretty.
And then the last one is probably now it's one of my favorite movies, and I just had no. Like when it came out in theaters, I was just like, they're doing a movie about that. Okay, no, not interested. And was Shawshank Redemption.
Oh,
and that's one of probably my top 20 favorite movies. Like, I mean, I love Shawshank Redemption, and when it came out in theaters, like, ew, a movie about a prison back in like the 20s or something, or 30s, or like what?
Wasn't appealing to you,
50s. I don't know what. I was like, when I was younger, that was not the movie appealing to me. But then when I saw it, I was like, holy shit. That was fucking great.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I just swore in front of my son again. That's okay.
Darn good.
Wow.
Okay. So any for you, Dave? The sugar has definitely kicked in from the root beer. And I'm talking a lot faster if you can't really tell. And I'm going to get through this, and we're going to wrap this up soon. So don't worry. We're going to stay right here.
Okay. So this is one that's way out there. I don't even know if you remember this one. It was a horror movie called Student Bodies.
Yes.
The trailer joked that they had 13 and a half deaths in it.
Yeah.
And in the middle of the movie was she kills a fly, and that was the half murder or whatever. Something stupid. But
Student Bodies.
It was
right.
Yeah.
Who was the?
Oh, it was nobody's.
Was it Adrian Zemed? Was that who was in it?
Maybe. Wow.
You're like, where did you pull Adrian Zemed from?
He was in The Tick, right? The Tick movie. No.
Was he?
Yeah, I think he was. Right. The one.
Well, see, I was thinking Bachelor Party, because he was great in Bachelor Party with Tom Hanks and that whole group.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Okay. Yeah. No, I think but it did all the tropes that Scream did before Scream. So it was kind of like an early version of that, where they kind of went through it. And all the deaths were like crazy stupid.
But it was better than what you expected.
Oh, gosh, yes.
Okay,
and that made it funnier because it was just so dumb. It was funny.
Okay.
And that's kind of where my list kind of goes, because my next one was Top Secret with Val Kilmer.
Oh my God, I love Top Secret.
I know, and I didn't really think going into it, because the trailer was kind of like, oh, that's some campy ass crap. Yeah, but none of that. Some of that stuff wasn't really in the trailer.
Right.
There was a lot of stuff, and then the trailer actually had them running across the beach, everybody carrying guns, going out to their thing with their surfboard and their guns. So it was kind of like, okay, well, what am I really seeing here? So, and of course, Zemeckis, right? Isn't that Zemeckis one?
Yeah.
So that was
Zemeckis. So it was,
so that was a good
Val
one.
Kilmer was hysterical.
Yeah. And along with those lines were the Naked Gun ones, and which, of course, I'm going.
You went in with low expectations, because the original TV series was terrible.
It was terrible, but if you watch it now, it kind of resonates to that fact that nothing like that is there anymore.
No.
And that type of humor isn't around.
Yeah. Well, I'm halfway through. I'm like halfway through season 3 on Moonlighting. Same thing. Like, they just don't make the shows like that. I mean, this was like a 60-minute show. It was a comedy, but it was a murder mystery, and they have to wrap it all up in the certain and they break the fourth wall so many times by looking into the camera, and Bruce Willis with the one line. So they don't make shows like that anymore.
Right. This was like watching Airplane, 30 minutes every week.
Yeah.
So that's where the Naked Gun series were. And then the movies were that kind of same scenario. But as far as expectation, I hadn't really seen the series too much, but then Enrico Palazzo.
Yeah.
And again, some of those lines that we have are
stuck in our head.
Yes. Yeah.
Good talk.
Sorry. And that's really all I had. Sorry, I didn't mean to. To get into that. But yeah, you can kind of.
So, London, are those good answers? Because none of those movies.
I know absolutely zero of them, but y'all described them pretty well.
Okay. But you should go back and check some.
We've watched Speed, haven't we?
Yeah, we watched
that a couple summers ago.
Yes.
Yeah, we watched Speed.
There you go. So you should go into those and look them up and see about watching them.
And it is funny because now the past couple years over the summers, as soon as they're out of school, I'm immediately in like, all right, One Crazy Summer, Better Off Dead,
really?
Summer Rental, like those old 80s summers. I'm like, let's watch. I get very nostalgic, and I'm like, guys, let's watch it. And they're like, not again.
Oh my God.
I can't sit through this again.
Well, I think Sydney was sick of us watching Ghostbusters all the time.
Oh,
because Lisa knows that
just
one by
always
heart.
on. Yeah, exactly.
And so seeing that one was kind of one of those things. That was funny.
Cool. Well, London, I'll some of those that were the better ones, we'll definitely.
Oh yeah, you'll come.
I know you're not a movie guy. He's not a movie guy. He's like, I really don't like movies. Don't make me watch a movie.
I don't.
Really? Is it because you have to sit for so long?
The problem. So with movies, it's kind of just like, and I've said this about like movies in both movies and TV shows, is that like, it's just watching someone have a better or worse time than you. That's entirely what it is.
That's in a nutshell, I think too. I agreed with when he brought that little, wisdom buzz to me. I was like, oh damn, he just ruined my entire movie watching life.
Well, no, if you enjoy movies, you can go watch movies.
But they're escapism. And a lot of it is because you're doing it every day and they really don't have movies like that. I guess the Truman Show, but then even that was something where he turned it around and became.
Is this the Jim Carrey episode? We've now mentioned Jim Carrey like how many times?
3 or 4,
3,
right?
Yeah, I think so, at least. At least.
Yeah. So there we go.
Yeah. So, well, London, do you want to stick the rest of the show out with us for the next 8 minutes, or do you want to?
Oh, the Oscars are coming up.
We can talk Oscars.
More movies.
More movies. Your favorite. Are you sure you're going to stick around?
Sure.
Okay. Cool. Hey. All right. London's in.
Well, chime in.
This is where I was going to give him the boot and cut this out.
That was your escape clause.
Okay. Cool. You had it. All right.
Now. We can't just pause in the middle of this anymore.
Okay. So Oscars. The Oscar nominations have now come out 2 weeks ago almost.
Yes.
I only know for sure one Oscar nomination that I saw because I have avoided the list and avoided the press and avoided all of this stuff. I saw that Ariana Grande was nominated for Wicked for Best Supporting Actress. That is the only nomination that I've heard or seen. And I have Dave has the list and we're going to go down the list quickly.
Staring at the list now.
We're going to go down the list of the movies and everything. And this is all news to me. I have not heard.
I can honestly tell you, I only know the plot. And I'm talking about plot.
You don't have to tell me the plot.
Four of them. But I mean the movies themselves.
Oh, you only know the plot.
I only know
of 4
the
of them.
Plot.
Okay, fair enough. Okay,
and
so
I think I've
are
only
we just
seen
gonna
2.
Are we going to start with Best Picture?
Yeah, you want to go Best Movie?
Yeah, let's start.
Okay, so we got Anora, The Brutalist, A Complete Unknown, which is the Bob Dylan one. See, that's one of them that I know.
Okay, yeah.
The Conclave, which was the priest one.
Yeah,
Dune Part 2.
Really?
Yeah, which was second part of that. Amelia Perez.
Right, that's on Netflix. I haven't watched it. It's on my watch list.
Okay, I'm Still Here.
Fantastic. I'm Still Here. Right.
Nickel Boys.
Boys.
The Substance, which was the Demi
Moore one, yeah. Didn't she get like Golden Globe nominations or something?
Yeah, I think so. And Wicked is the last one.
Oh, and Wicked. So that was all 10? Was it 10?
That was 10.
Wow.
Yeah, they went all 10 again. And like you said, they could not have gone 10. And I think some of these, I'm not exactly sure why. I've never heard of Nickel Boys. Is that a thing?
I think I've heard of it. I don't remember what it's about.
Okay. Yeah. See, that's where I'm on like with all of these. And again, there ones
that's
that
what we're
going to
do now
way?
over the next, because the Oscars are March 15th or 16th.
To bang away at these.
This is what I did last year. I went and I tried to watch as many of the Best Picture nominees as I could.
Okay.
And I think there were only 2 or 3 I didn't see. On that list?
Yes.
I haven't seen any of them.
Dune Part 2 is about the only one I've seen.
I have not seen Dune Part 2. And we bought Wicked when it came out on video on demand.
You haven't seen
purchase.
It
yet? My wife and my daughter, that was their.
Oh, that was their thing.
Here you go, guys. I have some Amazon credits.
Are they running around singing it? Or?
My wife had the soundtrack on for about a week or so, and then it was back to Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Yeah.
So. Okay. Do we want to go down the list?
So now Best Director. Okay. Yep.
Jacques Audiard for Amelia Perez.
Okay.
Sean Baker for Anora. Brady Corbet for The Brutalists. Coralie Farragut, I guess, The Substance,
Farragut
and
West.
James Mangold, A Complete Unknown.
Okay.
Now, and they only have 5. Thank goodness they only have 5 because my reading on those.
I thought I'm Not Here was the Bob Dylan one.
No, it's A Complete Unknown is the Bob Dylan one.
What's the I'm Not Here one? I have to go. Sorry, I was just thinking.
Yeah, I know. I have no clue. Or I'm still. Here.
Last year we did our picks on immediately right off the top of our head what we thought on.
Who's going to win? Oh yeah, but we have no idea what
these.
they are.
Okay.
Though.
All right,
maybe
so
next week
Best
we can
Actor?
do that because it's like in
okay. So Best Actor.
Best Actor, Adrian Brody, The Brutalist.
Always.
Timothy Chalamet, A Complete Unknown. Now, see, Timothy Chalamet has like 2 movies now with the Dune 2.
Because he was also in Dune 2.
And Complete Unknown.
Did he get double nominated?
No, not for Best Actor, but he would, he's got double chances for his movies to win, which is kind of cool. Coleman Domingo for Sing Sing, Ralph Fiennes for Conclave, and Sebastian Stan for The Apprentice. Now, Sebastian Stan is the Winter Soldier, right? He was for Marvel.
Is that what was?
Yeah, it's Stan.
Sure.
Sebastian. Anyway, Best Actress, Cynthia Erivo is for Wicked.
Yep.
She was the Wicked Witch. Carlos Sofia Gascon for Amelia Perez. Mickey Madison, Anora, Demi Moore for The Substance, and Fernanda Torres for I'm Still Here.
Oh, okay. Was this Demi Moore's first Oscar nomination?
I don't know. I thought she got it for A Few Good Men. Did she get nodded for that one?
I think you're right.
Or what was the soldier one?
Yeah, that was A Few Good Men.
Jane? No, there's
Oh no,
another
she
one.
did not get nominated for G.I. Jane.
Oh, she didn't.
No.
Oh no.
No.
Okay. No, it's
It's
not
ridiculous.
Sorry.
Okay, good. Moving on.
Best supporting actor.
Best supporting actor.
Yura Borisov for Anora. Kieran Culkin for A Real Pain. Edward Norton for A Complete Unknown. Guy Pearce for The Brutalist, and Jeremy Strong for The Apprentice.
Okay, so it's really all the same.
Some of these people
8
I
to
really
10 movies.
don't know, but yeah,
And those
it seems
people
to
in
be
those
like
movies.
there's the only one that kind of came out of nowhere was I guess you're right. Yeah, it seems to be A Real Pain. A Real Pain was one of them that wasn't on the.
That's Jesse Eisenberg, right?
I think it is.
He directed it, and he's in it with with
Culkin.
Yeah, Culkin. Yeah.
Best supporting actress, Monica Barbaro, Complete Unknown, Ariana Grande for Wicked.
Yep,
That's
knew
the
that
one you knew.
That was the one I knew.
Felicity Jones for The Brutalist, Isabella Rossellini for Conclave, and Zoe Saldana for Amelia Perez.
I think I've got 2 or 3 movies here I got to watch.
Yeah,
So,
I think you got a couple.
Well, like I said, Amelia Perez I've got on my watch list on Netflix already. So
right, I'll watch the animated ones. How's about that? Here's the animated
there you go.
list.
This is the animated Best Pictures. Okay.
Yeah, Flow. I've never heard of that one. Inside Out 2. Memoir of a Snail.
Oh, okay.
Never heard of that
Sounds
one
cute.
either. Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul,
Okay.
and The Wild Robot. And that's the one where the robot goes crazy in the woods or
The
loses
Wild
his real
Robot.
programming.
I'm not voting for The Wild Robot because he took all of that revenue away from Terrifier 3 when it came out.
Oh, is that right?
Because it was
the kids'
the robot.
movie.
Oh, number
Well, I
one
don't
again.
think the
Knock
kids were
Terrifier
gonna
out.
go.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's really the
Screw
case.
you, my Iron
Is that
Robot,
right?
or whatever the hell it's called.
Wild Robot.
I'm going to go Inside Out too.
Oh, you are?
Gotta be
Okay. So you want to do original screenplay?
Yes, original screenplay.
Original screenplay.
You don't have to give me names, just give me the movie.
Anora, The Brutalist, Real Pain, September 5. That's a different one.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And The Substance. What's September 5? What the heck's that?
I'll vaguely remember, but we'll talk about it.
Okay,
afterwards.
cool.
Okay.
And then adapted screenplay, you've got Complete Unknown, Conclave, Amelia Perez, Nickel Boys, and Sing Sing.
All the same freaking movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And then you want the music ones? We've got the original score.
Best original. Was it a best original song or score?
There's song and score. Which
Let's
one do you
do
want?
best original songs.
Okay, we do song. El Mal for Amelia Perez. The Journey, which is in the 6888, which I don't even know what that is. Like a Bird is in Sing Sing. Mi Camino is in Amelia Perez. That's 2 from Amelia Perez.
Oh, wow.
And Never Too Late was Elton John, Never Too Late.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Cool. Yeah. So that's all of that's the big.
Those are the big ones. And there's a bunch of different ones,
Oscars.
cinematography, all that other ones. But yeah, I mean.
Okay. So my goal is, I want to see at least. Well, Wicked's no problem. I could go put that on right now if I wanted to watch it. I own it.
Yeah.
But I haven't watched it yet. But then, I've got Amelia Perez on my watch list.
Really?
I think, what was the other one? It started with the B that you were saying?
BBB, Brutalist.
The Brutalist. Yeah, I think I've
Nickel Boys.
and Nickel Boys. Those might be a couple that I'm going to see if I can search out.
The Substance.
I definitely want to see the
Did you see
Substance. I've been
Substance?
wanting
Yeah.
to see
Okay.
the Substance.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
even before, because I hear it's like really out there.
Yeah.
So
And Conclave.
I don't like priest movies. I'm not into clergy molestation.
Didn't like the Angels and Demon one from.
I'm not into whatever. All of that fun stuff.
Right.
Okay, so Super Bowl. We know who's going to the Super Bowl now.
We do now.
Okay.
Which it's been so long.
I know.
Chiefs and Eagles.
Chiefs and
So
Eagles.
this should be interesting. It's a repeat of 2 years ago.
Yep.
So yeah,
when the Chiefs won their first out of they're going for their three-peat.
Three-peat, yeah.
Three-peat.
Because
No
they beat San
NFL
Francisco
team
last year. So.
Yeah, no NFL team has ever made the three-peat in Super Bowls.
Really?
So if Kansas City does it, there's been 4 other teams that came close. The Cowboys, they
Patriots?
got the Patriots. Yeah, they had an off year in the middle there where they didn't. And I forget who the other team was. There was one other team.
Pittsburgh?
Maybe Pittsburgh. That might be right also. Because in the 70s with
I'm
the
trying
steel
to
curtain.
figure it out.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think that's the ones that they were at 2 and they were in the Super Bowl for 3 and then lost.
The third
and
one.
didn't win
And
it.
this is in a row, basically.
Yeah, a three-peat.
Well,
Yeah. We'll see. That'll be interesting.
Yes, we
will. I'm gonna root for Taylor Swift and the Chiefs again this
she's
year, like
gonna
I did
be
last year.
I'm sure they'll be flashing to her.
Because I'm not an Eagles fan at all.
Right. Who
Sorry,
do you got, London?
Sorry, Philadelphia.
Who do you
pick, London? You know nothing about football. Who do you pick? Chiefs or Eagles?
I'm not sure.
Wow, great pick.
Well,
So, Dave, what's your pick?
I don't know. I guess I'm gonna go Philadelphia because their color's green.
Actually, when you were younger, you liked the Eagles because they were green.
Oh
and
yeah. It's because green was my favorite color.
He was like, yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
Well, see,
so London was an Eagles fan, breaking my heart
Eagles
at a very early age, but I still love him.
Well,
sorry,
it's okay.
Hey, it's okay.
You know I'm a Cowboys fan. So Dave, what do you think? Who do you think?
I'm thinking the Chiefs are probably going to do it, but I just believe that the Eagles have a bit of an issue with actual handling of the Chiefs. So we'll see. We'll see if they've solved their problems, but I don't think they've made any moves to change.
Like I said,
that.
I'm going with Taylor again.
Yeah.
Yep. Taylor and Travis.
See.
I want to see
would
this
like
love
to see
story.
new people win, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Well, but the Eagles have won it recently. They lost 2 years ago, but then the year before that they won it?
Yeah, I think they did.
So, I mean,
and then
whatever.
they win
We've seen
again,
them.
and it's like they're back to back.
Whatever.
But,
Like, I mean, I picked the Lions. Screw the Chiefs and the Eagles.
Yeah, the Lions should have gone. Exactly.
It should have been the Lions.
Yeah, should have been the Lions. Exactly.
Should have been. Damn right.
Yeah.
So, did you see that the ads for the Super Bowl, the price on them?
No.
For a 30-second
Lisa
Super Bowl
showed
ad.
me one, which was a good one about Cher and a time machine.
Oh, you saw the ad.
I saw that one.
Oh, okay. No, I'm talking about how much it costs.
No, okay.
For a 30-second ad at the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Any guesses?
30 seconds. $9 million.
$8 million.
Wow.
Which is the highest it's ever. For a 30-second ad, you have to spend $8 million to get it on the Super Bowl.
Crazy.
I am beyond floored. That seems like the biggest waste of money to me. Like I understand advertising. I understand how it works. I know it's a big deal, but you already spent like a shitload of money to make the commercial, and then you pay $8 million. I just can't. That is just.
I did see that there were some return styles of I think the Dunkin' Donuts one is including Ben Affleck again with the Dunkiners or whatever that one is.
Right.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of them, but I did see that possibly being one. So who knows?
I think I saw one the other day, but I can't remember what it was. So I guess it really worked. If I can't remember what the ad was, but I saw one. It was like, oh, this is a Super Bowl ad. And it was like,
I can't remember what the time machine, I think the time machine one was Uber Eats, I think is.
Oh, that sounds, I think I've seen.
She was looking for time, like the spice time.
Yes, not the
time machine.
Yeah, that was it.
Anyway, but
we'll know by now. Well, by the time you're listening to this, listener, you'll
already
Super Bowl's already over. You want,
and you'll be like, God, they idiots.
And you're like, thank God they'll fucking stop talking about football
for at least
boring the piss out of
3 months.
Oh my gosh!
Until it starts the preseason. So we'll see about that.
Well,
we'll move right into hockey then.
Yeah, and the Caps are still winning, and they're first place right now. And
sweet.
We've got third period of the game to go watch.
He's a hell of a lot closer too.
He's 18 goals away from catching Gretzky. He's 18 goals away. Oh, so happy that he's getting there.
So I did have that. You gave me homework.
Oh,
do you want me to rattle off the homework real quick?
No. Let's save this for next week for the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry, that was a teaser.
You can't hear what Dave's going to say until next week.
That was a teaser for next week. If you know what happens.
Such a carrot dangler. You're such a carrot dangler.
Let's try to come back next week. Let's make
it so 2 weeks in a row.
If I'm not sick.
Stop.
Seems like I'm in the line.
Just stop talking now.
Okay.
London, thank you for joining us tonight.
Yes,
and sitting
appreciate it.
It's always nice to have my guy right here beside me. And so we'll see you guys next. London, you can say bye.
Bye.
Bye. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Pern and Dave, Let's Talk is brought to you by, Pern and Dave and Boulders Cleaners.
Drop your pants here and receive prompt attention.
And the good people at Pork.
The one you love.
Till next time.